Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. I have everyone's favorite person, Martha, today in the house. We're doing a quick interview with Martha because we've actually spoken to probably almost everybody at Paw Zazz, right? And we left the best to last. And Martha, how are you? How's it going? I notice you're not at Paw Zazz.
I'm good. I was there this morning.
You're not always there because some people see you 24 hours.
People tend to think so, but I have a kid, so I do try to go home to him sometimes.
Your son is almost going to be
7
years old. That's incredible. Lots of our clients remember when you were pregnant with him or going to have him or just had him. So welcome, Martha, to our own videos. We're excited to have you here today. And we just want to pick your brain and see if you can give us any tips or tricks and advice. So I'm going to be looking over here because I have my questions over here.
Okay.
The first question I have is, how long have you been grooming?
I've been grooming 13 years now, but I've been working for Paw Zazz almost 15 years now.
Almost 15. So 13 to 15 years. Yep. That's awesome. I didn't actually plan this question, but now that you mention it, how did you end up in the grooming industry?
By mistake.
By accident?
Yeah. But
you didn't plan it.
I went store to Evelyn to begin with. And then the restaurant I was working for went out of business and she asked me to come work for her.
Yeah. What would you say is one quality that you should have if you're going to work with pets in any capacity, whether it's grooming, daycare, anything? What one quality would you say is the most important?
Patience.
Patience. You know, Justin said the same thing.
Did he? I believe it.
He said the same thing, patience.
A lot of dogs are different. Not all of them are going to come in the same. Not all of them are going to come in good, but not all of them are bad either. So it's just patience.
A lot of patience
to work with them.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. So my next question is, we have taken our own poll and we have noticed within the last couple of years that we have an inordinate amount of Doodle, any kind of poodle mix dog coming in, and they're super cute. And if I can, I'll insert a picture here if people are not familiar with what a doodle is. There's all forms of doodles, right? There's golden doodles, there's
labradoodles,
labradoodles. What else?
Bernedoodles, sheep doodles.
Yeah. And you can start cockapoo, and you can start from like 5 pound or even like a 2 pound dog all the way up to,
I think our biggest is like 120
pounds. Can you imagine a 120 pound dog? That is crazy. This is Coco. Coco wants to say hello to everybody. Coco, say hi.
Hi, Coco. I had somebody come in with a dog, 2 dogs, Coco and Marshmallow.
I heard that. They both cats. Yeah. My cat's names are the dogs. That is incredible. That's funny. All right. So I was saying before Coco interrupted us that we've noticed that there's a large number of doodle kind dogs that have suddenly exploded onto the grooming scene, and not just in our shop, but in all the grooming shops. What advice would you give to someone who is either a prospective new doodle parent? That means they want a dog and they're thinking about what breed they want, and they've heard lots of nice things about doodles, one of them being that they're hypoallergenic. And they just look so cute. Or for somebody who's already a new parent, they've just gotten a doodle puppy and it's about 8 weeks old, what advice could you or would you give to somebody who is in that situation?
I would say it's good to start them with the grooming process early. After you get that first round of shots, even if you're not coming in for a haircut yet, even coming in for just a good bath, nail trim, get them used to us, get them used to our facility, the sounds, the noises that happen when they come into our facility. So they're thinking grooming is a part of life versus a punishment.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that it's a part of life, because for any dog, from any dog, you need to have them groomed every so often at the very least. But
Yes,
doodles have to be groomed every 4 to 6 weeks. So,
absolutely.
I mean, it is the way of life. So the earlier you start them off on this track, even if it's to just come in and meet the groomer, or like you said, just have a bath, it's some kind of an introduction into the life that they are going to lead.
Um,
All right. Anything else before I move on to the next question? And this is about the doodle parents.
okay. So doodles are also, a lot of people come to realize that they're a high maintenance breed. You got
Right.
a lot of people think they're not, but they are. They require an extensive amount of brushing every day in order to keep them from matted. With the two different kinds of coats, they all come in different coats, so they all mat different.
All right, I'm going to put in my sound effect right here. That was the record scratching. You said brushing every day?
Every day, every day,
Every day.
every day.
I
And
can
why?
guarantee that lots of people don't realize that they need to brush a doodle every single day.
Every day. It's just so their coat's so light sometimes that just rolling on the floor mats them up. So if you're brushing through, you're making sure you're not getting mats, you're not getting knots. And if you are coming to the point that you feel like you're getting knots, you're coming to see us sooner versus
right. More regularly. Okay. All right.
and so it's past a point that we're not going to be able to save the coat, that we just have to start fresh.
So for those that are brand new, I was a brand new prospective pet parent many moons ago. I didn't even know what matting meant. You mentioned matting.
Okay. So matting is kind of like in our hair, if our hair gets a knot, but matting comes in bigger forms. Okay. So they can start small, but right. Once a small mat is there and it doesn't come out, it starts to form bigger mats. And
so now, why is this an issue for grooming?
This is an issue for grooming because that means we're working with something that's one piece versus right. something that is single hairs that right. I can cut and keep fluffy. Right. I can't just, it's more painful for me to demat your dog and take those mats out of them and try to rip through them to get them out than for me to take a blade that's low enough to go under them and take them off.
The very word rip through sends a rip through my body. So right. because we don't want to hurt your pet, what ends up happening?
So they typically end up shaved down because
dematting
is painful and it's an expensive process to demat your dog. It's not something that is done. Sometimes it can take upwards to 4 or 5 hours to demat a dog.
So say I am a parent who has a matted doodle and I do not want to have my doodle shaved because I don't like the way that the doodle looks. How much could my doodle's groom roughly potentially get up to?
I would say would start at like $200 and go up from there, depending on what else has to be done. Because dematting is just one part. You're still going to want some type of trim up. You're still going to want nails. You're still going to want a good bath. You're still going to want the ears plucked. So dematting is just part of the service. It's not something that is included in our full service. It's something that is an additional charge, and it's expensive.
To avoid, I'm going to avoid all of it. Tell me, just tell me what I need to do. I'm a busy parent. I work 8 hours out of the home. I really am not going to brush my dog every day. I'll just be honest with you. Just tell me what I need to do so that I can keep my dog looking
in brushing
nice.
Your dog, I would take him into a shorter clip versus a longer clip.
It
makes it so that you can brush once a week versus having to brush every day. The shorter the cut, the more easy maintenance it's going to be. The longer
manageable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's good. So there are options: a shorter cut or what? Or regularly. I think you said that earlier. Yeah.
Well, you're more than welcome to walk in for in between brushing so that we can brush them out before they get to a case that we're going to have to shave them down.
So you can book, I can book as a potential parent or a parent, just a brush out.
Yep, just the brush out.
To avoid getting mats and eventually having to get.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Martha. You're a world of knowledge. All right. So, yes, this is a question. Good question. And then I have just one more. What advice would you give anyone looking for a new groomer? I've just moved into the area. I don't know anybody. I have several dogs. I'm looking for a new groomer. What kind of things should I do or be looking out for? What can I do?
I say we're in the day and age that everybody writes reviews for everything. Check out our reviews, come into the shop, meet us, bring your dog with you, let them meet us, check out our vibe, see how you vibe with us, how your pet vibes with us. It's just you got to be comfortable with who you want to leave your pet with. And if you're not comfortable, you're not going to be happy with the service that we offer you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Come in, meet the person, see what their policies are, because every grooming shop has different policies, right? And look at reviews. I look at reviews for everything. I'm not so good about writing reviews, but I look for I look at reviews for everything. So thank you for that. Was there anything else?
It's just
groomer.
For a potential groomer, no, I think that's it.
Okay.
It's the best thing. Get in there and meet them. Get in there and see how they are, what they're about. Ask around. Word of mouth is the best key for us. Ask around. Everybody knows a groomer. Everybody that has a dog has a groomer, should at least have a groomer.
Right. If you're at the dog park and you see someone with a nicely groomed dog, you can ask them where they get their dog groomed, right? Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right. So last question is actually 5. What 5 things do you, Martha, wish that your clients knew?
Puppies should be started really early. They should be started as soon as they get their first round of shots, just to get them used to grooming. It's not a punishment. We want them to love it. We want them to love coming in to see us. So the earlier you get them in, the easier it'll be for them.
I'm glad you said that one. Sorry, if I can jump in real quick. We were talking about shop policies and procedures. One of Paw Zazz's procedures or policies is that we don't keep your dog at our shop all day.
Not at all. Right? We try to get your dog in and out within a couple of hours.
Right.
At max.
Which is good, because if I'm a puppy and you keep me away from my mom from 8 to 5,
right.
I'll be less happy than if you had me just for a couple of hours and you could give me back to my mom.
Absolutely. And at Paw Zazz, we also have daycare. So if you're trying to get your puppy socialized, you're able to do that in the process, so that he's coming here thinking, hey, I'm still having fun, but I'm going to get groomed as well. Are
you saying Paw Zazz has one-stop shopping?
One-stop shopping.
All right. So thank you. That's 2. Any more? So this is 5 things you wish your customers knew, your clients knew.
Teeth are an important part of a dog's grooming. They should be brushed every day. If you can't brush them, it comes in spray. They have milk bones or stuff that help with the plaque in the teeth. If they're not used to the regular toothbrush, they have finger toothbrushes that you can use. But it's a highly important part. It does a lot of stuff with their health. So try to keep them brushed just like you would ours, just to keep them clean.
Paw Zazz does offer teeth cleaning. Is that the same thing as the dentist does in the dentist office?
Absolutely not. We do basic teeth brushing at our salon. The vet will go into more extensive cleaning, just like at the dentist. It's different than what you would brush at home for yourself.
So is it sufficient to just have Paw Zazz do my dog's teeth cleaning every 4 to 6 weeks?
I don't think so. I think it's something that should be done every day. It's something to make sure your dog's teeth stay good. I have a lot of customers coming in complaining that they have really bad breath. And a lot of times it's because of the plaque that builds up on the teeth.
Right. You'd mentioned sprays. We used to carry a really great product, and I think it's still out there. It's called Pet's Life, and it's enzyme.
They have it on Amazon.
They have it on Amazon. I think they might have it on Chewy still also. And it's an enzyme. You just spray it in your dog's mouth, and it clings onto their teeth and eats that bad plaque away from their teeth, and also provides good fresh breath. So there are options for the busy parent that's not going to have the time to brush teeth every day.
And for the dogs that don't like it, some dogs just don't like
no, you're not going in my
spray
mouth.
is just an easier form.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. That's really important.
Yes,
anything else?
Every dog should be brushed. If you're not sure how to brush, you can come and ask us so that we can show you a proper technique, because we have a lot of dogs that come in and the top layer is brushed really, really well. Right. But when you get closer to the skin, that's where the matting starts.
So if you cannot put a comb and get to your pet's skin and brush through.
Yeah, it's typically matted.
Then we cannot get a clipper through that coat. And that's where the issue comes in.
Absolutely.
So thank you for mentioning that one too.
Okay. And the other one is, most dogs come into our shop shaking. It's not that they're scared of us. It's not that they're scared of grooming. It's more of like you're dropping your child off at daycare and they just don't want you to leave. Yeah. They put up good shows to make you feel bad, but once they get back there with us, they're loving on us just like they would be loving on you. It's not anything we do to them that makes them scared like that. They just, it's just more of they're with you and they want to stay with you. And if I do this, they'll keep me.
I thank you so much for mentioning that one, because we do get that question every so often about my dog was really shaking a lot. They seem to be frightened. Is there something wrong? Should I be concerned? And there isn't. It's fright or flight, and it causes them to build up that excessive energy. And like Martha, you were just saying, they obviously love to stay with their parents rather than us, even though they love us. And sometimes we wish we had a camera, because as soon as you hit your car and you're sailing down the street, they couldn't be happier, and all the whining and the complaining is gone. My children used to scream when I dropped them off too.
Mine too. Mine too.
So, all right. I don't have any other questions. If you have anything that we haven't actually, I haven't asked you, or that you may just want to mention since we're here.
Let me think. Like she said, we are a one-stop shop. We do get our dogs in and out in a timely manner, mostly under 3 hours for most dogs. If you guys aren't able to pick up your dog and not be there on time, we offer daycare for that reason. You guys are more than welcome to bring them to daycare. We hate leaving them in crates for hours if they do not have to be. It's becoming more and more regular that people don't come right back for their pets after grooming. And it's fine, you don't have to, but let us send them to daycare so that they can enjoy their time versus sitting in a crate. It makes that process of grooming a little more fearful, like you're not coming back for them.
Right, I agree. Thank you for mentioning that as well. Yes, we now have expanded where we do have the daycare, so they can go and romp around and have fun with other dogs instead of sitting in a crate. And lots of people have to work or go back to work, drop their dog off. They may not have the day off. So in that case, utilize the daycare, and so that you don't have to rush back. You can come back at your own pace.
Right, and let them have fun, meet new dogs, interact. Yeah. We have a great regular crew there. We have Justin back there who does a great job.
Right.
It's so much fun for everyone. So they are all more than welcome to come and visit with us.
Thank you so much, Martha, for taking your time out to chat with us. And of course, I know we'll all see you at Paw Zazz. On behalf of everybody, it's tomorrow's Christmas for us. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And be safe. Everybody be safe out there. All
Absolutely.
right?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.